Hello friends, meet John, a retiree. His children started families and moved to other cities. John feels very lonely. All his life he dreamed of traveling and not retiring in Texas. One fine day, this guy decides to sell his house and buys a one-way ticket to Thailand. And he has been traveling around the world for 5 years. He's explored ancient ruins in Cambodia, climbed the mountains of Nepal, and swam with sharks in South Africa. He met interesting people from all over the world and tried dishes that he had never even imagined before. The journey changed John. He became more open, inquisitive, and self-confident. He realized that the world is a huge and amazing place, and that there are many more interesting things to see and experience. And you can be like John. Just be brave. And I will tell you about the most popular routes for traveling on vacation. Over the past year, government agencies and non-profit organizations have conducted dozens of studies on American retirees, age 64 and older. The vast majority of new statistics were negative. As it turned out, older people began to get sick more often. Alzheimer's, diabetes, heart problems. Earn less. Many have to work in old age because the pension they earned is not enough. And more often help their children, grandchildren, and other relatives financially. However, despite numerous problems, retirees still stand out from other age groups with their passion for tourism. Of the 42 million retirees, almost 11 million, more than 20%, have taken at least one trip in the past 12 months. Retirees are in the best position of any American. They have free time to choose the most profitable tour and carefully plan the route. Travel agencies provide very large discounts to persons aged 64 years and older. Believe it or not, traveling is much cheaper than staying at home. In the United States, stories are increasingly appearing in which retirees sell their homes and go traveling. Here's one of them. One pensioner turned 80 last year. Until retirement age, he never left his native Los Angeles. After retiring, he became depressed and began going to the doctor 4 times a week. He drank handfuls of antidepressants, painkillers, vitamins, and many other pills. At his age, the pensioner sold his house, moved to a small rented apartment in the suburbs, and began to actively travel around the world. Over the past 13 years, he has visited almost 100 countries. Naturally, not a trace of depression remained. For this person, quality of life is more important than length of life. On average, an American retiree spends about $1,000 on a comfortable 10-day trip. This is significantly less than half a century ago if we compare existing saving, the size of the pension, the cost of tourist services, and the level of inflation. Many retirees say they don't have the money to travel, yet they pay $120 a month for cable TV and run out of electricity. But if they saved, they would travel outside of America at least once a year. Which states and countries do older Americans travel to most often? Sit back, make yourself some tea, and let's watch. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, be sure to do so. You like and comment. Go! According to leading tourism organizations, the most favorite type of vacation is cruises, the organizers of which almost always provide additional discounts to pensioners. This is a cheap, calm, and very comfortable type of holiday. It is good for people who have difficulty with air travel. Cruise ships leave from several dozen ports. Cruises for retirees can be divided into 3 types: Caribbean, to exotic islands; Hawaiian, visiting several islands of the famous island state; and coal, Alaska, northwestern Canada. The popularity of the latter is rapidly increasing, since Alaska has preserved a truly unique nature. Caribbean islands with comfortable hotels are an extremely popular type of vacation. Jamaica, the Bahamas, the Dominican Republic, Bermuda, the list of unique states located 4 hours by plane from America, can be continued indefinitely. The range of entertainment for retirees is wide, from day tours to local fortresses, churches, national parks, and farms to watching exotic fish and fishing. Mexico, Guatemala, and Costa Rica should be placed in a separate category. The first tours for American retirees to these countries started about 40 years ago. Since then, trips have been put on stream. In 10-12 days, any elderly person can leisurely ride on a comfortable bus and see all the local attractions. Overnight, stay in safe and comfortable hotels is provided. When it comes to vacationing in the continental United States, retirees prefer quiet towns with picturesque landscapes. This is Cape Cod, Massachusetts. The peninsula is the easternmost point of the state. It is washed by the Atlantic Ocean. It's good to watch whales, swim, and enjoy sunrises and sunsets. In my opinion, the perfect place for New Yorkers to beat the summer heat. New Orleans attracts retirees with its European spirit, architecture, jazz and cabaret, and excellent hotel service. There is simply no other city like this in America. Last year, more than 1 million tourists aged 65 and older visited New Orleans. Many honestly admitted that they wanted to visit Europe, but did not want to fly to Europe for a long time. The city has become a very good alternative to real France. The city of Charleston in South Carolina is a place where anyone would like to grow old. The plantation's antebellum architecture and stunning beauty, along with the hospitality of the local people, will make for the most memorable trip of your life. Charleston is especially good for retirees, whom doctors advise to walk more. American retirees only became interested in European countries in the mid-70s, 3 decades after the collapse of Nazi Germany. In recent years, the following trend has been observed. Singles or couples travel to Paris, Rome, Florence, Barcelona, and Madrid with a companion who takes care of the travel arrangements. However, this type of vacation is very expensive. I would like to advise all subscribers of retirement age to think about traveling more often. Remember that back in 1993, Department of Health experts found a strong link between prolonged exposure to monotonous surroundings and depression. Psychologists also recommend leaving your hometown, home state, and country for at least a week twice a year. A new environment creates a new outlook on life. However, the greatest value during tourist trips is new acquaintances. Conversations with them can be the key to solving all your life problems. According to forecasts from the US Department of Tourism, by 2030, the number of traveling retirees will double. Thus, the Americans will once again regain the title of the most traveling nation in the world, which was lost with the onset of the economic crisis.